Yeah, Aura guys, Rita the Kiwi here, and we're back on Final Fantasy XIV. The service just went live. We on the new patch. New patch 7.5, new MSQ to do. Follow footsteps, all that jazz. But first, before we start talking about what we will last left off, what we're going to do, we have an important update. Wait. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yes, I still need to do it. It's just I expect these items to look different. Major update this patch. New die system. We need to go and exchange all of these now useless dice that is just eating up all our inventory space. I believe it should be the Calamity Salvage. But I'm excited for this patch. Well, of course, I'm always excited for new patches. But we just recently had the new trailer drop for the next expansion, and this is part 1 of 2 patches. There's gonna be setting up the new expansion, so which is we already know is in the 4th and another shard. So obviously we're gonna be doing more with Y'shtola probably and figuring out interdimensional travel a bit. Calamity Salvage. Die exchange. You will receive that and that. Yes. I'm so happy that I didn't have to do them all by one. But look down there. There's all the gaps that just freed up. Oh my god! All right, that's actually crazy. Let's put all this die up here. Oh my god, so much free space. Those dies were like taking up. Also, there was supposed to be 3 new types. I only got 2 new types. So that means I didn't even have dies for one of the types that they're being consolidated down into. $35 of that, 224 of that. Look, that's an entire tab got freed up. I'll probably just leave everything as is for now. I don't want to auto sort. But now, dying. Yeah, that's all available. That's nearly all available. There's 2 I'm missing. That's all available where it wasn't when it wasn't before. It was only select few. So much better. So much better. Oh my god. So much free space. But yeah, where we left off, I remember the major bits. We were in solution. Oh, we went to the 9th, bought the Doom train. We went to Treno, which was a blast from the past, being a 9 fan, and that was a lot of fun just walking through the city and just recognizing everything. And then we also had some cutscenes with Calyx and the other Asian alluding to stuff. I was, because I didn't do a reaction to the trailer or anything. I just watched it in my own time because I couldn't help myself. And also the keynote in my time. But I'm happy that we're going to a reflection. I am sad that my theories of us exploring the 9th more isn't true, because I would have obviously been a 9 fan. I would have much preferred exploring more of that than going to an entirely new one. But it is what it is. And it should be interesting. And I don't think it's I don't think it's the last that we've been to the 9th, because so the new saga of expansions story is supposed to be the Godless Realms, which obviously is all the different reflections. So we're going to the 4th, we're probably going to the others. I imagine at least during that somewhat, maybe we go more of the 9th, because they did specify that there was other there was other cities and stuff still surviving in the 9th collected by the. I would love to go to Lumbridge, and I'm blanking on the name now. Dalmatia. It would also, yeah. Yeah, well, but obviously we can't go to Alexandria because we're already here. And I'm ready. I'm ready. I think the game audio might be a little. I do normally turn it down a bit before. Or turn it up. Do turn it down for regular play. And Fate's Footsteps. I trust you are able to get plenty of rest. Good. Thought we might take a moment to ponder our next steps, and perhaps reflect on our recent journey. I must admit that my thoughts often drift to the Mist Continent, and our stay in Treno. It was heartening to see the Malaya Lala prosper despite the odds, and my own flesh and blood strive in that living-wrecked landscape. Spain was eager to restore diplomatic relations, and I have no doubt that Alexandria will provide much needed support for their neighbour. I too shall do everything I can to aid my home away from her home, my wonderful, welcoming family included. For the time being, though, I'd say we've accomplished all within our power. I suppose that just leaves the matter of the preservation's research. It is yet unclear how Calyx learned the techniques he used to summon his Dark Primal. There is, likewise, much that remains unknown about the key. Let us hope that Shell's efforts bear more fruit. Please then lead with Assi. We know. Can you hear me? Shell and I have been reviewing the decrypted files and have uncovered some intriguing details. Would you care to join us? We'll be with you right away. Excellent. Shell seems rather eager to speak with you all. Come find us in the Duto lab when you're ready. Uncanny timing indeed. Let us make for the containment complex. I don't actually know what my item level did to my tank. I think my tank is higher. Oh. Hold up. Will I be able to do the new content? Okay, so the latest dungeon was 735. I'm probably gonna do it on tank anyway. 745. Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna have to just do it on tank anyway, unless I want to quickly get some gear for ninja. I'll still do all the cutscene. I'm dumb. I was like, how do I get... Heading for the containment complex? Right this way. Yeah. This is the base. Self-preservation base that we pulled in one of the patches.
Ah, you're just in time for a progress report. The decryption is finally complete. As we suspected, the data represents a partial record of Preservation's research documents. A quick scan of the files, however, failed to turn up the information Y'shtola was after.
Indeed.
Unfortunate.
No mention of the Ascians, or primal summoning techniques for that matter. While Calyx doubtless received instruction from someone possessed of such knowledge, there was naught to identify this benevolent mentor. I am, however, pleased to say that we found several reports concerning the key.
Yep. Okay.
We know the key is used to open paths between worlds, and was a treasured relic of the Milala. And just as the Milala were unable to return after reaching the Mist Continent, so too was Preservation unable to gain a mastery of the prize which had passed into their possession.
Figured as much.
The data suggests that a particular formula or procedure is required. A process which Calyx appears to have understood to some degree. Yet the key proved fickle. Perfectly replicating conditions was no guarantee of success. And even when they did manage to generate a modest portal, the destination was never the one they expected.
Oof.
The reports practically screamed their frustration, describing the experience as being dragged around by a traveler picking roads without rhyme or reason. Serves them right, I say.
After much trial and error, Preservation began to experiment with external actuation devices for the key. Striving to maintain a stable pathway to a chosen location, they conceived of the technology that forms the gate to the Golden City.
So, their tribulations ultimately afforded them control of the key, albeit in a limited capacity, which, of course, explains why they were able to instruct Soralja in its use, thus enabling the unprecedented feat of transferring Everkeep and its environs to the source. After the Endless Fiend took the key unto herself, she opened pathways to other reflections in her hunt for ether, did she not?
The Milala merely used it to facilitate their exodus. To think what the key has now wrought in different hands.
For all we know, the actuation device augmented the key's power beyond its intended scope.
Mm-hmm.
Were your goal to plunder whole worlds of their ether, a tool designed to simply transfer people would likely be insufficient.
Shale, I don't suppose you would be able to remove the actuation device?
The machine made for that very purpose is still functional, thankfully. It shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. That's
What
what
do
we
you think?
saw in the trailer.
I don't even know how the key works. If the device is somehow interfering or amplifying its capabilities, I believe we ought to remove it.
Yeah. Sound logic.
Give me a moment.
Scene from the trailer is what literally one of the first cutscenes. What do you see?
My word.
What do you see?
Ishtola?
This is the first time I've beheld the key in all its unobscured glory. The sheer density is extraordinary. 'Tis akin to the structures we saw beneath the Tempest.
Makes sense.
Now that you mention it, the ornamentation is reminiscent of Amarot.
Have you noticed anything since the key has been in your possession?
It did do... Yeah, it did do Asm's symbol when Thane used it. Reminds me of Asm's crystal.
You're suggesting the key has some connection with Asm. A plausible theory, although one we are yet unequipped to prove.
My apologies. Hello? Yes, this is Cryo speaking.
Cryo speaking. Why is it deathly silent?
That was Ojika with a message for us.
An urgent matter?
I'm not altogether sure.
Oh.
Tataru requires our counsel, and hoped to call upon
We
us in
haven't
person at the Baldessian Annex.
We haven't seen Tataru in
Though
forever.
disappointed we were not present, she appeared content to wait until our travels brought us back to Sharlayan. insisting that it did not merit our
No,
immediate
Tataru
summons.
needs us, and it is
Her
immediate.
tone suggested
Needs
otherwise, however,
our immediate
and
summons.
Ojika felt compelled to contact us directly.
W.
Mayhap the time has come for another journey across the salt.
No, I'm just gonna teleport there, guys.
You'd best go. Though I'll not deny that I'll be sad to see you leave.
Oh, Shale. I can't even begin to thank you for all you've done. We will be forever indebted to you and your Oblivion colleagues.
The debt is ours. We'll never forget the sacrifices you've made for us.
And
For
like that,
Alexandria.
we've left Alexandria.
In the meantime, I shall keep sifting through the data. You'll hear as soon as I find anything of note.
I miss all the name references already.
Actually, I should like to stay here a little longer, if you don't mind.
Oh, okay. Yes, do.
You are most welcome.
Oh, but it also means we probably won't be interacting with her for the rest of this patch.
And might I borrow the key for a while? I wish to study it further.
Okay,
With the
so
utmost care, I assure you.
so we're gonna reach the discovery off screen
Well
again.
then, shall we be off? Ojika will be expecting us.
I would have liked to go more places. For the 9th, the more. Roll to the heavens. Bombs, Charlian. Welcome back. What a pleasure it is to see you, Teru. Thank you for contacting us. We came as soon as we could. Of course, I felt it prudent given how troubled Tataru was. The concern is much appreciated. As it so happens, we had reached a convenient juncture in our investigation. Shale and Yastola have matters well in hand, leaving us free to make this trip. That's a relief to hear. Now let me fix Tataru for you. Why don't you take a moment to relax in the main hall? So you're all still fatigued from your journey. Or is this a simple teleport? The map of the world being smaller than the big map behind us is funny.
Planning your next journey?
Oh no, just reminiscing. Thinking back to when you bought this map, and how you all encouraged me to make the voyage to Tural.
Imagine if we fucking...
Are you glad you did?
As if you need ask.
Welcome back.
Wonderful to see you again, Tataru.
I'm so glad you're here.
Ojika contacted us. He intimated that you were rather concerned. Come to think of it, Alphino said he and Alize would pay you a visit upon their return. Have you not seen them?
Oh no, they were here. I was regaled with many a tale of your Turali adventures. It was only once they departed for Garlemord that the rumors came to my attention.
Rumors?
Rather alarmingly, void-sent sightings seem to be on the rise across the star.
13th.
I was reluctant to bother you with mere hearsay, especially when you had more pressing matters to contend with.
We got checked.
But earlier I
being
received a
over an
confidential report
expansion.
from the Grand Company of Eorzea.
We checked in with 0, so
It's as if a mighty dam has been breached, flooding the land with foul creatures. For a blessing, most nations have managed to keep the invaders in check, and casualties appear to be minimal thus far. Though the same cannot be said for those regions with a deeper connection to the void. Their fissures continue to manifest without end, putting countless innocents in danger.
A deeper connection to the void. Garlemald is the home of the Reapers, is it not?
It is. Alphino and Alize were there when the trouble began, and have since sent word that the situation has taken a dreadful turn.
to the twins. That did pixel on my screen. Oh, it's fixed itself. Never mind.
Thus concludes the abridged account of our time in Tural. Now I shall leave you with the words of the late Dawn servant, Galul Jajar. Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship. A notion that rings true for Eorzeans no less than it does for the diverse peoples of Tuliolol.
And for Garleans as well. Even sharing something as simple as a local dish can pave avenues of understanding. It's up to all of us to forge new bonds, together.
Yeah, we solved racism. Just eat a meal. Like Snickers, you're not you when you're hungry.
Thank you for sharing your tale. Better they hear it firsthand than endure my clumsy retelling.
Who the fuck was that in the
Your words give me
background?
hope that we
The
might
fucking
achieve something
bow tie.
similar here in Garlemald.
We all have the capacity to affect change. Our time in Tural taught us that much. And now that we've returned, it's time we rolled up our sleeves and got back to work.
I've already sent missives to the other nations, informing them of our Alexandrian friends. I also intend to notify the Garlean community officially. If both sides are amenable to the proposition, we shall gladly assist in establishing diplomatic relations with Alexandria and Tuliolol.
Thank you. Are you sure you've recovered from your journey? It sounded like you've hardly had time to catch your breath.
Sir!
Ugh.
Lapis Manalis is overrun with void scent. We've sustained heavy civilian
Lapis
casualties.
Manalis.
What?
Clutium Squadron reporting in. We're under attack. Void scent appeared out of nowhere and ambushed us during a routine inspection. Damn it. Is that another Fisher? Oh, no, no, no! Ah!
My comrades are under attack. We have to do something.
There's no time to lose! Come on!
The Garlean community is ill-equipped to defend themselves against such a threat. Even with the aid of the twins and the Ilzabard contingent, they face daunting odds.
Well, we better get going then. Don't worry, it's single teleport.
We shall leave for Garlemald immediately.
Thank you. I was able to contact Thancred and Urianger too. They're already on their way. With any luck, you'll be able to rendezvous with them on arrival.
That's good. But we need to go have a talk with Zero about like what the fuck's happening. Told Alpha No Analysis. I've been told Alpha No Analysis is withdrawn to the train with aid from frontliners. They seemed intent on rejoining the battle once the reinforcements were ready, but I shall tell them to wait until you arrive. Let's go. And just like that, we find ourselves faced with another emergency. Fortunately, there's yet time for us to make a difference. Let us make haste for victory. Bod. Ah, Tiru, you've made it in time.
You picked a frosty spot for a reunion.
Tataru sent word that you were coming. Full glad am I to see you all. Though I'm afraid this is no time for pleasantries. Planar fissures have opened up across Garlemald, inundating the region with void scent. As far as we can ascertain, there are two focal points of their assault. The Ilzabard contingent are combating the threat in Lapis Manalis. Although they have suffered casualties, they appear to have the upper hand.
As well they should. The many talented Uldan thaumaturges among them should be more than capable of closing any fissures they encounter.
Which leaves the second focal point, the Clutium. Eulus and the Garlean community are attempting to mount a counterattack, but are struggling to cope with the sheer number of void scent. They've fallen back to the north of the Imperial Palace. Can you lend your aid in securing the area?
With your blessing, I would tend to the wounded returning from battle.
Of course, Kryl. Thank you. The quickest route from here to the front is via the train tracks. Once we arrive, we can support the Garlean forces as we make for the fissure in the munitions factory.
Wow, already straight into next dungeon. Yeah, just shy. Oh, we're doing it on warrior. Oh, I should actually see if there's. Party finder. Okay, there's the previous one. Commence. Let's go. Oh, this is also the first dungeon or content in a while that I've done, so hopefully I'm not too rusty. Actually, doing it on tank is probably better than ninja because that stuff would have been tank as well, and warrior is so much more easier than ninja to just play. It's probably a blessing that ninja wasn't good enough. Alright. Only one of us dressed for the weather. The white mage. Is there another pack I can pull to? There is. Oh fuck. And we can just ignore that guy.
You're a sight for sore eyes. Appreciate the help. We'll handle things from here.
All right. What is he doing? Okay. That's unfortunate. Oh. Okay. So it goes side to side and then it decides on a direction. God damn view. What? Birds just coming in when I can't ban them. I'm mid-fight. Okay. I don't really understand. Oh, maybe you're supposed to just not move when it goes over you. Okay, it's this thing again. This fight's not too hard. That's don't want to say it too early, but it's a little disappointing based on the other fights we've had recently. I was scanning for moving targets. Ah, that was the tell. Oh fuck, the auto attack. The auto attack got me. Should have put away the weapon. Then we would have been fine. That's pretty cool. I didn't actually need it, I don't think. Probably. Did this sort of backwards. Oh, do I not have all of them? Ooh, this is an interesting looking arena. The fuck is short? What the fuck is he doing? Okay. He's spinning around. Oh shit. Oh shit. Fuck. I realized that way too late. I'm gonna stay on this one. I think the best thing is to tank go one, party go the other, alternate like that. There's enough time for the whole party to go to all of them, but just safely do it. That very much looked like oh my fucking god. Oh my god, you guys almost all died on that. What the fuck? Oh fuck. Where is it? Where? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the? Boss? Final boss? Had time to get rid of that. Now Faz. God, that face. That headgear, whatever it is. How the fuck? Alright.
Welcome to my domain, mortal.
They're gonna do something. Oh. Okay, so that's... The rest are probably going to be circles or crosses. Circles. Oh shit. There's him over there. Oh. Oh, that did end up being safe over there. Oh, I wasn't certain. Oh. I don't know, maybe you need to just be moving to have the play sign. I don't really understand it, but all but one of us got it right, so. God, I love getting gear in the middle of a fight. Oh, wait. Oh, they're all moving. Nowhere's safe. Nowhere's fucking safe. Oh, shit. That was hard to track. Oh. Not gonna lie. Yeah, this I'll be that shit. Oh. GG. Yeah, this dungeon possibly the weakest one in all of Dawntrail and patch quests. It's not a good sign leading into the new expansion. Dang. But yes. Hopefully it means their focus on doing good fights for the expansion, like all their resources and fight designs and stuff is all focused on that rather than this final patch. But it's not a good sign. Oh, that's the only hope that you can give for how underwhelming this dungeon was. Like, this felt like Realm Reborn filler dungeon. Not gonna lie, it was ugh.
I think that's all of them.
Ugh.
We need but seal the fissure to prevent further ingress.
It's over.
Not yet, it's not. Don't you
I can
fucking
only
jinx it.
imagine the extent of the damage were it not for your aid. On behalf of the Garlean community, I thank you for all you've done for my people, for my home.
But the voice is still there.
I shall close the fissure post-haste.
The void stand is still alive behind us. Not our problem.
You risked your life in vanquishing the creature. Would you at least let me bear the burden of deciding its fate?
Look, I know we taught you to not be so quick to judge others, but Void Sent, yeah, they're people, but they're also usually quite monstrous. Their whole culture is around
You want to
consuming
go
others.
back to the void?
Yeah, just go back. Oh.
Your kind have entered this realm before. Some seeking death that they might rejoin the life stream. But you would choose that dark, deathless place?
The wind is fresh and pure, untouched by darkness. Perhaps it won't be a blessing to meet my end in such a place. But I cannot yet bear to part with the void. If only the winds would blow there, as they do here.
Well, we are trying to put light into it.
I long to return, to see my home unsullied, as it once was.
Okay. Then go!
We know that pain all too well.
Galleons.
If
Fucking
that is
finding
your wish,
common
you
ground
must
with
forsake
void.
this aggression. Go back to the void and
No
devote
wonder
yourself to its
they were
restoration.
reapers.
I have a friend, Zero, who hails from your home. She and her companions strive to bring
Oh, yeah, that's
light
right.
into the void from another world blighted within
That's
ours.
right. He hang out with Zero for a bit. That's right. Okay,
I
it makes
hear
more
their
sense now.
efforts have
I
already
forgot
met
about
with
that.
some
I forgot.
success. One day they'll drive the darkness from the void.
I
I'm
honestly
sure of
forgot
it.
that he met Zero.
His form is imbued with the will of all those I've consumed. We shall return to our world and seek out this Zero. Then we shall see if there is truth in your words.
She won't disappoint you. That much I guarantee.
Making friends of enemies.
Bravo! I think Zero will approve.
Oh,
Otis.
Indeed, that was truly heartening to see.
Understanding begets fellowship, right? I thought I might lead by example.
Well then, shall we head back?
Boom. Boom, 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 boom. reports have been trickling in. By all accounts, the Ilzabad contingent was successful in containing the front. For voids sent to attack in such numbers, just as we were finding our feet, I daren't imagine the consequences had you not prevailed or provided such timely aid. On behalf of my comrades, thank you all. He'll speak. Why not? I need to make sure I take that up. The trial later. Might as well take it off now so I don't forget and accidentally queue into that instead of whatever the trial's gonna be.
The Ilzabad contingent have contained the threat on their front. Things appear to be under control for the time being. Though it remains unclear why the fissures opened up in the first place. According to Tataru, similar ruptures are occurring across the star.
One thing is clear, however. The phenomenon is not without pattern. The tendency for fissures to emerge is pronounced in regions deeply connected to the void. Places where the barrier between the two worlds is at its thinnest.
I fear there may be a place in far greater peril than Garlemald. Though it hath since been sealed, you will recall there is a great void gate that we ourselves had cause to open.
The crystal.
A gate which was instrumental in our bid to reunite Vritra with his sister and put an end to Golbez's dark plot.
Okay. Fucking.
Oh gods. The moon.
Oh, the moon. The moon. Oh my god. Oh yeah.
With our attention fixed upon planar fissures, I failed to consider this vulnerability. All other paths unto the void are but pinpricks in the veil compared to that great lunar rift.
And that rift might be yawning open as we speak. We'd better hurry.
Yeah. Wonder if this is because of all the light we've been flooding into the void.
I dare say the Loporrits are well aware of current events.
We ought to have Kryl join us once she finishes tending to the wounded. I shall likewise contact Y'shtola. Her knowledge of the moon's void gate is second to none.
A number of my fellow Garleans now call Mare Lamentorum home. Alphino, Alize, please see they come to no harm.
We'll be back before you know it.
To the moon!
A quick word, if you will. I'm not sure whether you'll run into Zero during the course of all this, but if you do, would you give this to her?
Oh no.
Emergency rations, in case of a protracted battle. Can't imagine she's eating all that well in the void. She likes dumplings.
Oh. Cute. Probably gonna be stale by the time I get them to go into another plane of. Who's? Oh. Oh. Panic! Panic! Nobody panic!
We're doomed! Doomed, I say!
Doomed!
Given thy panicked state, I presume the Loporrits too are beset with void scent.
see you all? Yes, Voidsend. And lots of them. They suddenly came pouring forth from the crater.
I had dearly hoped to find my worries unfounded.
For some unknown reason, the Void Gate seems to have partially opened. Living Ray dashed off to activate the brands and halt the Fiend's invasion. But she hasn't come back, and we've since lost contact.
Oh no.
I suggest we make for the brands without delay.
Go. Ba 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 ba. God. Yeah, I'm so out of practice. Look for living way? Yeah, so here heading southwest. What's the running brand? There were slaughter bots in tow, but I worry there won't be enough for the voids in hurry. Yeah, screw it. This is. It's. Whoops! I didn't mean. Fuck. Control. Press Alt instead of Control. Nice.
I'm saved! I dread to think what would have befallen me if you hadn't intervened! Oh, I was never in any real danger, of course. I knew you would realize our plight and rush to our rescue.
Alright, sure. Okay.
Aetherius is likewise plagued with void scent. If only we'd prioritized further development of the void scent slaughter bots, we could have stemmed the tide ourselves. Oh, what a tremendous demonstration that would have been. Irrefutable proof that I was mankind's staunchest ally and the greatest lubberate to ever live. I can practically taste the praise. Fortunately, I was able to activate the brands. Should any more void scent emerge from the gate, they ought to be confined to the crater.
Okay, that's good.
Unless, of course, the Void Gate begins to expand of its own accord, or some gargantuan monstrosity tries to barge through. I don't foresee any major problems.
Why did you say that? Why did you say that?
Oh, nope. We're doomed.
There you are.
Oh, nope, we're doomed. This is gonna be the trial. This is gonna be the shortest fucking patch.
I left the data in Shale's capable hands and teleported here as soon as I heard. And ere you ask, I made sure to bring the key with me.
Why?
Then the real threat yet awaits us.
'Tis Golbez's domain beyond the Void Gate. I wonder how he and Zero are faring.
Yeah, it is Golbez's domain, which makes it weird that the Void's coming through. Also, isn't it where we're pouring light in? Following.
By the 12.
Wow. Ah, the MacGuffins are MacGuffering. I invoke the power of the MacGuffin. Of ethos. Oh, this is a journey without end, guided by principle. Hold fast to what you must, and meet your fate without fear. Go forth, Gova. Night the stars unto. You the fuck? Zero and Golbez. Zero. Golbez. Seem weaker than when you were a boss.
What are you doing here?
The visit felt long overdue.
Only you could be so carefree amidst all this.
It's what I live for.
May as well make yourself useful. The gate's sheer size appears to have made it a tempting target.
Oh, that is literally the fucking trial
a
boss we
dread
saw.
void scent risen from the benighted depths of the ocean.
That we saw in the patch. So yeah, so are we at the trial
They kept
already?
to the
What the
confines of their
fuck?
domain while Zeromus endured.
Like,
no longer, it would seem.
it's like immediate.
And once they had discovered a path to the Red Moon, they wasted no time in making the journey.
Just to make up for like the 6-hour patch from the last one. I guess this is also just a part 1.
Leave the void scent nearby to us. You take care of
But
NOO.
I might actually do night sleep after the patch.
Facing this many foes calls for a more familiar approach.
Destroying the light. Oh, no. What's this? Changing Reaper, much like how
Void scent can change their form at will.
Thistle can
Both light
switch
and
between
darkness
Paladin
are
and Dark
mine
Knight.
to wield. Besides, what better to purge darkness from the void than darkness itself?
But you guys take them. I'll take the trial boss. Let's go.
Who dares face me?
Am I immortal?
Mortal.
Please, I've vanquished bigger void scent than you.
In search of power. Renown.
I've bested Cloud of Darkness. You're nothing, dude.
I fight to end this world without end. All who stand before me shall fall.
I've also been Zero Mist. Uno is powerful being, but he's nothing on Cloud Darkness or Zero Mist. Dun, dun, dun. Actually, it was just... Oh, there it is. Oh, I'll search for a bit. Otherwise, I'll join that. No. Duty Finder beats it. Let's go. Oh, that's my healer from the dungeon. And our mechanist.
All who dare oppose me shall quake before the silken dark.
Alright, I'll turn my stance on now. What is that? Okay. So that means half donut. He's moved it to the other side now.
Perish.
Blue lines to it.
Be still.
Oh fuck. Okay. Okay, I see.
Accept your downfall.
Can I take that off of him? No, I can't. Alright. Okay, that's... Oh my fucking god. So you just gotta have to keep moving with that.
Doth the yawning rift not tempt you?
Okay, I see. That's an interesting... That's a pretty cool one.
The void consumes.
I don't like that it's behind him.
Naught will endure. Neither past nor future.
Oh shit. Fuck, no one's on that one. Oh. Okay.
I've breached the darkness. Let the light guide you.
You must break free.
This is kind of cool.
The underlings are no more. Now to deal with NOO.
Life and death rendered meaningless.
Light, protect us.
I will not yield my domain! Such is the power
They
of
turn
the
tank
void.
limit break for us. Hey, Critty Cat. Well, we need a tank limit break later. I wonder. It's probably gonna be bigger. Oh fuck! No, it was from him. Oh, okay. That was different.
My power is absolute.
Oh. Okay.
The void's power is mine to wield.
Oh shit. Okay. Over here.
Thus did all boundaries cease to be. Behold the truth of this world! Accept your downfall.
It's not on me. Gonna change to me. Oh shit! Sorry. Oh, what the fuck are you doing? I should have gone the other way. That was kind of me there. Honestly.
Doth the yawning rift not tempt you? Be still.
Over here, see. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. I was like so with the fight, but it is actually pretty cool. This is a decent trial. I can imagine the fucking extreme being crazy. Like the start of the first phase of the trial just felt a little meh, but it's definitely picked up. Most tend to do.
Be still.
Oh god. Ah, fuck. It really does go faster then.
And thus did all boundaries cease to be.
They must be sealed away.
Got sealed in Memoria. I'll go to the healer. Anything? Over. Alright.
I'm glad you came. We would have struggled to face Enuo alone.
You know me.
I presume you journeyed here to prevent more void scent from passing through the gate.
Yeah, and I knew there was a good
With
fight.
Enuo defeated, there are none left in this realm who pose a serious threat. I dare say the problem is resolved.
For now. But your void scent do grow stronger. So. Thus, void scent has been emerging from fishes across the soil.
Cause for alarm indeed. Tell us more.
Us more.
So the breach wasn't limited to the Void Gate. For better or worse, precious little has changed in the 13th since the Romus fell. Have you noticed anything unusual?
I know not the reason events have unfolded this way, but there is, perhaps, an explanation as to why the Void Gate and the fissures opened. Here, in my domain, even the slightest change is keenly felt.
Okay.
When the gate opened, I sensed not the workings of some external force. Rather, it felt as if the barrier between our worlds was weakening naturally, moment by moment, until the two came to meet.
Oof.
And you think this weakening could be happening elsewhere?
So without
a
Heidelin, as the
possibility.
worlds collapsing together, form a natural merge. And maybe that's what
of Razatan and
us
Garlemald?
going around is going to do, is to prepare people for the inevitable merge.
Eulus took mercy upon the interloper. Whether Void Scent or Garlean, we all share the same longing for home. Should we meet, I will gladly offer them aid. Please tell Eulus as much.
Ooh.
Wait, how exactly did you get here? No mortal could traverse the Void Gate in its current state.
Oh, I've been learning about interdimensional travel. I've got a MacGuffin now. I have a different type of gate.
And this path of yours is still there. I cannot see it.
Oh? Now that's interesting.
Nor does it reveal itself to me. Perhaps the path serves only the key bearer.
So it is not a means to travel freely back and forth. A pity. I would have liked to see my friends again.
We'll figure it out, don't worry. That's it. So what, am I not good enough for you? Want to see everyone else? Something for me? Yeah, some dumplings. Now, food is it? I recalled you. Speaking of dumpling, thank Marcel. There's more than enough to share with Goldbeard. Now that he forgoes the ether of others, I'm sure he'll. I sometimes wonder what the void would be like if culinary traditions flourished here once more. If there would suffice to break the cycle. Mutual consumption. Heartening thought, if nothing else. There's no more battle content. The rest will just be story. Tell our battle early. I hadn't called upon darkness in some time. Truth, I find light a better fit these. Wouldn't be much of a void. Fair. Ever since you left, we've been roaming the void in search of individuals who would join our cause. So we returned to the Red Moon after sensing Irino's presence. Rarely do we linger in a single location. However, the interloper you spoke of does intend to seek you out. Might be wise to return to my domain. Why don't you join us? With Irino defeated, thoughts should be in no imminent danger. Mind you, I did kind of just leave Y'shtola and Graha this in a flash of light with, and so they have no idea what's happened or become of me. I probably should figure out. I probably should get back to them and let them know everything's alright. Good, but we'll wait with you by the crater. Okay. Alright. I won't tell my friends that everything's okay. There's a teleporter situated between here and the center of the moon. I use it to travel to the surface in days long past, though I seldom had need once my generals were in place. Ilgiorn herself crafted the device that I might lay low the servant of. Ironic that we now use it, seeking to restore light to the void. Forgive my idol. 'Tis time we made our descent. And here we are. What is that flapping? Okay. Though it was not always so. Many who live here now have chosen to do so because they support the cause. Indeed, if our numbers continue to grow, we may require more territory. Thankfully, we are able to harness the residual ether from Barbarish's domain. Those reserves will enable me to expand mine as the need arises. Right, we had best prepare for our potential guests. Join me in my abode when you. I imagine you remember these, the transmitters we used to receive light from the first. Memory serves, they work by channeling the excess ether left in wake of the flood and power. I wonder if that's what has been causing the emergency, us sending the light through the source to the 13th. Light is then conveyed onto the 13th and into these devices. I have in mind to use them now, but they need to be set in an elevated location. Your assistance would be greatly appreciated. Aye.
Upon activation, these transmitters will shine with light from beyond, sent courtesy of our ever-watchful friends. They will serve as beacons in the dark for those that would seek me out.
Oh, that was quick.
I did not expect to see you here.
I did not expect to be here, but
I am Zero, and this is my domain. 'Tis a safe haven for those who abhor conflict. Among those gathered here, many aspire to restore this world to how it once was.
Such a thing is possible.
Indeed. Though how long the endeavor will take, I cannot say. But for those of us abandoned by death itself, what do we have but time to try and try again?
Try again.
Very well. This light is ample proof your comrades spoke true. However long it takes to restore our world, you shall have my aid.
Yay! Enemies to friends.
And you shall have mine.
It would seem Julius' intervention has helped forge a new bond. Thank you for bringing word to me. Gather you would head home sooner rather than later. Oh, we're really... He will not be able to freely return to Zero's domain. I certainly wish to leave. Yeah, we got story to do. And let us return to the Red Moon. You won't begrudge me a proper farewell. So yeah, that was a very short interlude. This patch is very much going
Would you deliver a message to Euless
quicker than
for
I
me?
expected, and it's
Tell him
everything's
that
happening.
we're making progress towards rebuilding our home. And I hope that he is too.
Everything's going much faster than I expected as well.
Enuo's Memoria will be safe here. The crystal containing Zeromus has been passed on to our allies in the First. If Enuo's Memoria might serve them in restoring their world, we shall likewise consider its transfer.
How much simpler it would be to aid one another in our respective fights, were it not for these boundaries between us. Safe travels, my friend. We take comfort in the knowledge that you're out there fighting too, wherever you may be.
Dun, dun, dun.
No luck, I'm afraid. It appears she's not in Mare Lamentorum.
Yes, they really have no idea where we are. I'm just gonna pop up and be like, hey guys, what's up? I solved everything. Oh look, there I am.
Wait. Is that...
Hey guys! How you been? Don't worry, I just saved the world again. No need to thank me.
God, you had us worried. You suddenly disappeared. We didn't know what to think.
It is very ridiculous that just literally went poof and gone.
Shortly after you vanished, the Void-Sent incursion abruptly ended.
Yeah, that was me.
We surmised you had a hand in that, but never did it cross our minds that you were fighting alongside Zero and Golbez.
Why wouldn't you?
This golden path you said you traversed wasn't visible to us either. Nor did we hear a voice. Ethos. Might this be the key's true name?
While many mysteries remain, for now, I am glad to learn the state of affairs in the 13th. Golbez's suspicion that the barrier twixt worlds has begun to weaken. 'Twould certainly explain the surge in fissures manifesting in the source.
Yet what could be behind such a phenomenon?
Well, we are just flooding it with light. Haphazardly. Oh! Oh, she's just making an appearance? She's just walking up and being like, sup.
And who might you be? Not her Void-Sent, I'd wager.
Yeah, I didn't... She was like hiding in the 9th, so I didn't expect her to just rock up and be like, sup gang, I'm an Ascian here.
Greetings.
Yeah, she's literally, sup.
I am Helmarut of the Ascians.
I'm an Ascian.
We are your sworn foes, I know. But on this occasion, will you not put away your arms? I wish only to talk.
I like her magics.
Thank you for affording me a chance.
Bereft of the unsundered, We were under the impression you and yours no longer had cause to continue your activities. That you should reveal yourself at this juncture. I assume you are the one who bestowed Calyx with the knowledge of summoning and the reflections.
Fair assumption. True.
Yes, that is correct.
This is a ridiculous scene.
Was it necessary to reveal my present form as well?
Calyx. So he succeeded in transferring his memories after all.
Do a blush.
Be at ease. Even were I to occupy a combat-oriented vessel, I would not have the ability to defeat you.
Yeah, he's seen our power.
You destroyed my plan, my life's work. I have naught to replace it, nor will I ever regain what I once had.
Oh, Crimea River. You literally summon the incarnation of death itself.
If you wish to speak, Halmarut, will you not tell us what it is that you hope to accomplish?
As you know, our star Aetheris was sundered into 4 and 10 shards in the time of the ancients.
4 and 10. Just say 14.
As the will of the star, Hydaelyn perpetuated this unnatural division for millennia. And in the wake of her passing, nature has begun to reassert itself. As a wound knits itself
so that was
together,
one of
the star seeks to become whole once more.
That's one of the theories
Yes. It seeks to rejoin with all of its shards. Unlike the one we Ascians attempted to orchestrate, however, the star's rejoining will afford mankind no special treatment. All life and matter will be condensed into a single whole and remade for a new beginning. A complete rebirth.
That's not good.
Aetheris will return to the way it once was. Hundreds of millions of years past. To a quiet and peaceful time. Long before the light of mankind was kindled.
Supposing for a moment we believe you. How can you possibly know all this?
Yeah.
It is an inevitability that I have foreseen since time immemorial. A future that awaits should creation be freed from the influence of Hydaelyn and Zodiark.
Yeah, it makes sense that, like, the Ascians would have spent time to say, is like, oh yeah, what if we just go and kill Hydaelyn? Wouldn't that just solve the issue? And allow us to do whatever the fuck they want, but they never did that.
The star is tolerant to life. It holds no
But it makes
grudges,
sense.
and neither rages nor weeps for being sundered. Yet by the same token, it is indifferent to life's survival. No amount of devastation and death can compel it to stop the wheels of creation from turning. The earth shakes, and mountains spew fire. Floods wash away the fruits of labor, and icy winds freeze and starve. Countless perish as nature runs its course. So many seeds of life have already been lost, yet in spite of this, people continue to believe that the morrow will come. But it will not. For nothing lies beyond the solstice, when all creation is reunited. When that day comes, every last trace of mankind shall be erased.
That she's just not crazy.
I cherish man's journey. Despite losing his innocence and being made to live with suffering, he has forged ever onward. Strong, even as he is weak, his is a proud tale in the history of the star. It would be a shame for that tale to end. For all to wither and die, when some might yet survive. Would you not agree?
But how?
If a natural rejoining doth lead unto the solstice, then thine intent is to preemptively rejoin the worlds.
Correct. It was for this very purpose that Halmarut recruited suitable collaborators from the Reflections.
Okay.
Individuals like me, who would willingly doom another world in order to fulfill their aspirations.
The Ascians are back to trying to rejoin, and we might help them.
We are called.
Maybe.
And if you and yours seek to protect all life, then sooner or later you shall have to contend with us.
Okay, or you're just telling us.
Even if everything you claim is true? What you've done, Calyx, it's unforgivable!
I do not ask that you be pragmatic, nor do I seek your approval. Given your familiarity with other reflections, 'tis only natural that you are averse to our methods. But there is one irrefutable fact that you must understand. Should we take no action at all, the solstice will come, and no one will be left alive. No one.
Interesting. But she's probably like an Emmett just coming in and saying, look, here's the facts.
Of course, should it serve to satisfy your
this is what I'm going to do.
You are welcome to deal with the reflections as you deem fit.
You can try and stop me if you disagree. Else. Yeah. Wait.
Like the pariah and wanderer who satisfied his own when he brought the star to the brink of ruin to face you.
Zenos's life? How did she... What?
Wait!
Don't tell me... Okay. She must have just been referencing him. If they fucking bring Xenos back after all we went through in Envtuber, that would be fucked. Surely not. Surely not. There you are. One moment you were... So we didn't even stop to discuss there. We just immediately came back here. What the fuck? That just felt so hard cut. One moment you were standing before me, and next you vanished into thin air. Thanks to you all, the void scent has been eradicated. Gate lies sealed. There's been nary a peep from the crater. Though I can't help but notice none of you seem to share my enthusiasm. Is something wrong? Yeah, we just been told that all life is doomed. The star seeks to become whole, but that's preposterous. As far as I'm aware, Heidelin made no mention of a natural rejoining. I ought to consult the records to be certain. But not before thanking you for... Yeah, that's also another good point, actually. Surely... Oh, God. Oh. Oh. But, as I was saying, like, I mentioned, surely it makes sense that, the Assyrians would have thought about what would happen if we just killed Hyder and all that sort of stuff. So them coming to the conclusion of the natural rejoining makes sense. But surely Hyderland would have also done that. Thought about like especially since us killing her was part of her plan. And us using the Mother's Crystal was also part of her plan, so we no longer have the Mother Crystal or Heidelin. So it's... I don't know, Chief. Don't know how much stock we can put into this. It's both believable, but there is... ifs, buts, ums, and ahs. But not before thanking you for dispatching the Void Sense so handily. You well and truly saved the day. A lot of questions. Trail to the heavens, that's a patch quest. That means it's the end. It's only been 2 hours. The implications of the solstice in the winter's schemes, as well as our approach moving forward, will take time to consider. To that end, I believe we should gather and speak in person. By we, I mean all our fellow Scions. We're getting the gang back together, although we've always been together. For a change of pace, why don't we convene at the Rising Stones? I'm sure Tataru and the others will be happy to meet. We're going to the Rising Stones? Holy shit. A fine idea. In many ways, our return is long overdue. No doubt we could all use some respite after Galamald, but I trust there are no objections. 'Tis settled then, to the Rising Stones. Oh, the old stomping ground. If this really is the last quest, which normally the last quest name is the name of the patch, Trail to the Heavens. This is definitely a shorter than usual expansion, because like normally they're like 3 hours ish. And the last one was a freaking whopping 6-hour patch. This one's only like 2 hours, but this is also a part 1 of 2. So I guess it kind of makes sense to be on the shorter side. And also they're full head working on the next expansion, which is which release date is in 9 months. So you can imagine most of the dev team is on that. Nary a thing has changed since we last gathered here. No doubt Tataru is chiefly responsible for the prevailing state of tidiness. Speaking of whom, she and a great many of our comrades are en route. Let us wait for them a while longer.
Long it hath been since last we gathered here. Though our order's dissolution was indeed in name only, thereafter we did largely operate independent of one another. All of which is to say, full glad am I to stand in such esteemed company once more.
Apologies for our delay.
Oh, we've got all everyone's here, not just the main scions.
We're reporting for duty, as bid.
This is everyone that we could round up on short notice. The others are still en route. Estinian alone we weren't able to make contact with, but we're working on it.
I like it's like
no
when we
doubt
said get everyone.
Buried at the bottom of his bag.
I didn't expect them to say everyone.
Knowing him, he'll turn up when we least expect it.
Like he did with Burrell.
Now, as much as I'd like to savour our reunion, Tataru tells us there have been developments.
Yeah.
Will you apprise us of the details?
The worlds are potentially convening, but scions are needed once more.
The Winterers and the Solstice.
The veracity of Halmarut's claims remains unclear. Yet it cannot be denied that, in his bid to convert the living into endless, Calix was privy to knowledge of the reflections and more.
And the Winterers are formed of others, like him.
In light of the recent Void Scent incursions, I believe it would be wise to treat the Solstice as a genuine threat. The problem is how to deal with it.
Both the source and the reflections are home to irreplaceable life. I would protect them all if I could. But if doing so means ushering in complete annihilation, then what can we possibly do?
One step at a time. Summon another Hydaelyn.
I wonder, was Hydaelyn aware of the solstice?
Yeah.
Given that we had no knowledge of it when you journeyed to Elpis, you couldn't have warned Venar. So it is entirely possible she was unaware. But in the course of sustaining the Sundered Star, she may have glimpsed this eventuality.
Yeah. I don't think she had any way of knowing. No, she definitely had a way of knowing. I'm definitely gonna go with that. I think she knew and chose to trust in us.
So she believed that we could overcome this trial as well.
Whichever it may be, it is we who must find the answer. We who live in the here and now.
She did say her part was done. We fought her
Perhaps we could take a recess? Oh, I dare say everyone could use a rest.
Indeed. We have ample food for thought, and it would be good to catch each other up.
Oh.
Ere I forget, Heron, I believe you should keep the key, Ethos, in your possession.
Okay.
After all, it seems that is one mystery I am not destined to unravel.
Wouldn't mind you. Oh. I'll still keep hold of it, but you hang out with me more. We'll work on it together. Speak with the others. Nothing else. It's by no means an easy decision, but as the solstice is now our paramount concern, Odyssey and I have opted to formally withdraw from our efforts in Galamad. After all, anything we can do to protect our world will also serve to keep the Guardians. Julius and his comrades are already working towards a brighter future of their own accord. Honestly, I'm more worried about us. It's so difficult to see the path ahead, but hopefully we can get through this and return to Galamad with our heads held high at once. Indeed, in the meantime, let us prepare a letter for Julie and the community. Mustn't let despair stay our hand. Yeah, so they're continuing. Everyone should be. After Urianja and I went off on our own, we decided to spend some time exploring Dawntrail. We never had a chance to visit during the Rite of Succession. We journeyed east through Ozenheta before heading up the coast to the frigid northern reaches, where they revere a storied beast of the sea. The excursion only served to reinforce just how diverse Dawntrail really is. We also met with the Walaki, though we had not time to study their arts at length. We were privy to several intriguing demonstrations. Would that we could have indulged our curiosity further and travelled to yet more distant lands. Better or for worse, pragmatism tempered our wanderlust. Suffice it to say, we still have plenty to see of the continent. I should very much like to return given the chance. Aona and I were training in Gridania when Void Scent attacked the Twileswood. Thankfully, we were able to fend them off with the help of the Twin Adders. When I heard the invasion had already spread across the star, I realized the gravity of the situation. Ordered a confidential report sent to other Scions. That's why Tataru was so quickly appraised. Thanks to you, we were able to make haste for Galamad. While the circumstances, duty may keep us apart, we remain bound by common purpose. Indeed, may that purpose continue to guide us now that we stand together once again. Talk to your stolen. Coltonet and I had remained in Corvos to monitor the situation among the Gallians and the Corvosi. Though seldom smooth sailing, in time the region settled, we were able to return. I understand the Gallian community has made great strides in improving its relations with other peoples. Hearing that, I feel renewed zeal for resolving the issues in Corvos. Then perhaps you'd like to hear more about the Gallians' accomplishments from me and the twins. Might stoke that fire even hotter. Finally, your story. Judging by your guys' claimants, your studies have been productive. Indeed, I have more or less mastered the fundamental principles of Shalian astrology. At one point, I considered exploring other healing arts, but decided to persevere with more focused training to better leverage my skills on the battlefield. I don't think I'd be much use on the battlefield these days. I can scarcely hold my bow steady, let alone hit a target. So sorely bereft of brotherly ministrations I am. What? Ayo? What? I knew you still required constant supervision. You two haven't changed in the slightest. Makes me wonder how our colleagues that couldn't join us I fear. That's it. Seems everyone has much and more to discuss with one another. Anyway, you're overdue for a proper break. The peace and quiet will help you think. Feel free to make yourself comfortable in the Dawn's rest. Cutscene.
Of course, should it serve to satisfy your ambition, you are welcome to deal with the reflections as you deem fit. Like the pariah and wanderer who satisfied his own when he brought the star to the brink of ruin to face you.
I detest evenings such as this. Too bright, too stimulating. The mind distracted by the inconsequential. You needn't be so wary. I merely come to offer information before my departure. Halmarut and I will soon cross the rift to observe the enactment of another Winter's plan. Our destination is the fourth.
Okay. They're literally just stalling us.
A world locked in ice, whose lands are blanketed in thick clouds.
I can't
dig
this.
In order to survive, man has
They're
fled
just
to
like,
the skies, using great
come and try and
magics
stop us
to establish
if
new
you can.
civilizations.
That sounds exciting. Why tell me where you're going?
I have my own designs I would see realized. Nothing more. Believe me or don't, as you like. For all I know, you lack the means to follow us anyway. What Halmarut said to you earlier. She suggested that dealing with the reflections might satisfy your ambition. But is that truly so? You have seen battles beyond counting, have defeated even the fear of death. Is there some conclusion that you seek, no matter the cost?
Not the conclusion, it's the journey.
I will share with you a truth. We Winterers each have an ambition that we wish to fulfill. To that end, we may share information with one another, but we do not necessarily share the same beliefs. Just as you and yours decried my actions, I find those of my fellows objectionable.
enemy.
as it may. It is the culmination of our lives' works that we would bring to the world. Fruits born of undying devotion, daring aspiration, and unwavering ideals. No matter how we are reviled, no matter what we must steal, our actions will be vindicated by those who abide in the future we create. In your benevolence, you may seek to save everything and everyone. But once all is consequently consigned to oblivion, your noble deeds will amount to nothing more than folly. For no living soul shall remain to judge them.
But what if I save everyone and stop the calamity that destroys everyone? Which will be the true way of saving everyone. Nah, I'd win. If shattered stars are doomed to mend, how turns the key to winter's end? To be continued. Took us an hour and 20 minutes. I mean, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah, definitely the shortest patch with I was expecting at least 3 hours, because usually about 3 hours, potentially more. So because of like time change, so scheduled maintenance was earlier than previous ones. Plus, it ended early for once. This is probably the earliest we're finishing, and I actually get to go to bed before midnight. Well, midnight's in 4 minutes. But I actually get to go and have an actual proper night's sleep for once after a patch release. So that's really nice. How many parts do these stories usually have? So we are between expansions. And so this is patch 7.5. So there's major patches and then there's minor patches. So every major patch is they added a story between them. So patch 7.1 added patch quests. 7.0 was like the expansion, last expansion, which was a massive story, which was like 60 hours. And then like patch 7.1 was the first patch story, which was about 3 hours. Then there was small patches, which was like 7.1 X, so 1.1, and it was just like small fixes and stuff, like fixes, and then 7.15, which was like system changes and etc. And then 7.2 more story, another 3 hours and stuff. So that's generally how it would normally go. And why I say normally go is when we get to 0.5 is usually the patch quests before the next expansion. And because they're working on the next expansion, what they usually do is they do 7.5, the first part of 0.5 patch quests, which we just did, and then there'll be 7.51, which will be bug fixes, etc., and then we'll get to patch probably 7.58, which will add more story just before the release of the expansion. Oh yeah, so that was the raid series. That would have been the raid series, the 8-man raid series, which releases on even patch quests. So like the first lot of the raid series was 7.0, the release of the expansion, and then 7.2 was that one, and then 7.4 was the last one for that. Tomorrow I'm going to be streaming the Alliance raid, which is another series of raids that always release on the odd number patches. So yeah, so that's essentially side content and not main story. But they also release with that. But yeah, this will, the next expansion for this game is coming out in January next year. They just gave us a announcement, and when that drops, usual time tomorrow. Yeah, usual time. The only reason I'm doing this late is because I want to play it as soon as the servers came back up and it released. But yes, when the new expansion drops, I'm probably gonna be doing a 24-hour stream of the new content, because that's what I did with the last expansion as well. But yeah, things are looking interesting. But I want to get some good sleep. I am going to end there. I'll be usual time tomorrow, jumping on the Alliance raid, which has been interesting. It's been a crossover with another Final Fantasy game, Final Fantasy XI, which is the other MMO. I never really played that, so it's so for me, but it was fun. Is midnight over there? Yeah. But thanks everyone tuning in, and until next time, bye bye.